What is authenticity in a world that's full of AI and stuff that's not real? Authenticity isn't sexy. Authenticity doesn't sell things. Honesty isn't trending. Vulnerability doesn't go viral. But authenticity is absolutely vital. So, if you could show up to any situation and just be yourself, well, who would you be? So this is why authenticity is dangerous. This is why authenticity is risky. Because when something happens and you see someone, your mind, parts of you automatically want to label them, put them in a box, so you can understand them in a complicated world, make sense of them, and feel the same familiar feelings, the same chemicals in your body, think the same familiar thoughts, and your world gets to be certain and consistent. Authenticity is uncertain. Authenticity is inconsistent. Authenticity is risky. You show up as different people for different situations. A different part of you is running the show when you're out on a date than when you're out with your parents. Which kind of begs the question, are you the person who shows up in a job interview? Are you the person who shows up in the date? Are you somewhere in between? Who are you really? You ever have the experience where one part of you wants one thing and then another part of you wants something totally different? You've got inner children, you've got inner critics, you've got inner parents, you've got a whole inner family. But unfortunately, like a lot of families, they don't get along. In fact, most of them don't even know that they exist. They're just each totally isolated, stuck in their own little bubbles, and they come up to just run your life. And parts come out of the shadows, and it becomes automatic because they lurk inside your mind, in your unconscious, your less than conscious mind, where you don't even know that there's a part of you that has a belief. And that's the way they work. They have beliefs about themselves, about the world. So when someone you like yells at you and you feel bad about yourself and you go, yeah, maybe I am unlovable, right? That's a part of you coming up and driving the ship that is your life. And it might do that for a long time. Maybe it's run your life for a long time and you just thought that's how life is. That you just thought that's who you are. That's just a part of you. So back to that question, who are you? Well, your parts. Your parts until you're not. Because most people are running from these parts, as in operating from these parts. You're subject to all of these core beliefs until you start to take control. Because if there's parts in there, who's the one witnessing these parts, right? There's a you in there that can operate for the parts, not from the parts. Capital S, big S self. The part of you that is observing, grab a journal. Make some space for you to get curious about these parts. Because when you have an understanding of your parts, when you're able to speak for them instead of from them, well, that's where authenticity lives. And when you know who you are, you know what you're made of, then you're at choice. And you know what happens when you're at choice? That's where freedom lives. And at the end of the day, would it be okay with you if life was a little bit more easier and you felt a little bit more free? I know it'd be great for me. Thanks for watching.